I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. A week after Sandy, many in our region are still unable to return to normal as thousands remain without power. In Sullivan County, NYSEG reported earlier today that 4,200 of their Sullivan County customers still don't have electricity, while roughly 15,000 Orange County customers with Orange and Rockland utilities are still out, with utility predictions of 90% restoration by the end of the week. In Chester, gas stations reopened this morning, and 98% of the town was expected to have power by tonight. But Town Supervisor Steve Newhouse says utility preparation and post-Sandy response are sure to be examined once a normal routine is achieved.
It's always been controversial along the power lines because people like their trees in their backyard. They've been growing and they're part of the ambiance for the house. Unfortunately, those trees that have come down have helped create the crisis and make it worse. So I think you're going to see a more aggressive tree trimming policy on behalf of the power companies. That's going to go forward. In addition, a lot of the government leaders have been very frustrated with the time it's taken to have the power brought back online. We're going to definitely look at things. I'm sure you're going to see the Orange County Emergency Operations look at how things were done and how we can make things better going forward.
And Chester's one of the places where the collection of non-perishable goods is getting underway to help those in New York and northern Jersey devastated by Sandy. Donations are being accepted at Chester Town Hall and the library. You can check the town's website and the Red Cross for the items urgently needed.
Our first phase was to get our own residents back online again, and now our second phase is to try to help get some goods for people that are suffering down in New York City. So the people that were affected in the 5 boroughs and Long Island, we are now collecting all different types of non-perishable goods that we're going to send to the Red Cross and distribute to the people that need it. It's going to take months. We're going into the holidays, we're going into the cold weather, and our neighbors and our friends down in that area are going to need help, and we're going to constantly need to raise money, collect goods so they can get through the winter and rebuild their lives.
And at some gas stations, including this Quick Check in Middletown, they're still awaiting supplies of fuel. Gas crisis in most areas appear to have eased, though. Meantime, the State Attorney General's office says it will investigate hundreds of reports of alleged price gouging in storm-ravaged areas, including here in the Hudson Valley. And problems with power outages forced the boards of election in Orange and Sullivan counties to make a few polling place changes for tomorrow's voting. In Monroe, those who normally vote at the Pine Tree Elementary School Districts 8 and 21 will be voting at Monroe Senior Center. In Warwick, voting has been switched from Sanfordville Elementary School Districts 17 and 30 to Warwick Middle School. In Greenwood Lake, voting has been changed from the Elks Lodge to the Fire Department. In Sullivan County, you can vote tomorrow at Forestburg Firehouse instead of Town Hall, and ballots will be cast at Neversink Firehouse instead of the Willowemock Baptist Church. In other news, a Highland Mills man will be serving from 2 to 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to second-degree manslaughter for causing the death of a friend. 25-year-old Sean Canty was sentenced in Orange County Court this morning for recklessly causing the death of 32-year-old Freddie Hahn of Monroe during a party at Canty's home on July 31, 2011. Canty was handling his father's gun when it fired, killing Hahn. Canty offered an apology during his appearance before County Court Judge Robert Freehill. A letter read in court that was written by Hahn's father described living in agony without his son. Newburgh City Mayor Judy Kennedy says she'll push for the hiring of 2 more police officers and an earlier closing of bars in the wake of an incident outside a nightclub early Saturday morning where a Newburgh police officer was stabbed in the neck. Officer Eric Henderson has reportedly been released from the hospital after being attacked while making an arrest during a disturbance outside the Dry Dock nightclub on Broadway. The alleged attacker, 35-year-old Larry Gant of Poughkeepsie, was taken into custody shortly after the incident. Since then, a spokesman for the union that represents Newburgh police officers has gone on the attack. Adrian Hoff of Teamsters Local 445 labeled the city council, quote, useless, saying 4 officers on patrol in a city of 30,000 is, quote, insane and reprehensible. And at West Point today, euphoria and relief would be good words to describe the mood as the Corps of Cadets and the entire West Point community continue to celebrate Army's big win Saturday over Air Force. Black Knights had not beaten Air Force since 2005, and their 41-21 win at Michie Stadium sets up a huge game with Navy December 8th in Philadelphia. If Army can top their arch rivals, they'll not only break their long losing streak against Navy, but they'll also be able to capture the Commander-in-Chief trophy, something they haven't won since 1996. More bad weather is headed our way, but won't be nearly as bad as what we experienced last week. Tuesday will be a nice day, good voting weather, plenty of sunshine, but on the chilly side with the highs in the upper 40s. Wednesday will be cloudy with gusty winds and rain arriving later in the day, and the precipitation could fall as wet snow in the higher elevations. Temperatures probably won't get any higher than 40 degrees. And we have this reminder, stay on top of what's happening tomorrow night, election night, right here at Record Online. I will be providing updates each hour on the races of interest here in the Hudson Valley and Catskills. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.